All right, welcome back to House of Prep. I have a thumbnail showing of one of my adventures on Saturday evening, going to the store, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But man, this weather is going to get hot, hot, hot. I live here in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, and the predictions for this coming week, insane heat coming in. Now, what should that remind us about? A lot of electricity is going to be used, and why is that, you might ask? AC. All right, people are really going to be turning on the AC. Even those people that normally still need a sweater or a blanket when it's 90 degrees outside, you know what? It's going to be reaching up to 100. I bet the feels like will probably be over 100 degrees this week, pretty much almost every day. Now, some of your different areas that are experiencing different weather, I'm not sure who else is going to be seeing some of this heat. But make sure you're being prepared. Blackouts, things coming up. We've had videos about that, so we'll maybe make another video soon touching some of those issues and those topics. But just a quick reminder, I know some of you guys are busy and having little reminders here and there. Just be heads up, things are changing. Things are heading in a different direction nowadays, and it doesn't hurt to have a reminder. Another reminder, speaking of reminders, got my Superman shirt on. Okay, you might ask, Jerry, why are you wearing a Superman shirt? Well, my kids are in town, and at one point, I don't remember if it was a birthday or a Father's Day, but I'm glad that they think from time to time that Dad is Superman. But Father's Day is right around the corner, so for those of you who are going out to get your Father's Day stuff, again, don't wait till the last second. Go ahead, pick out what you want, beat the crowds, get the stuff, knock it out. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Some people say, hey, Jerry, why are you wearing sunglasses today? I know it's sunny outside, but you're standing in the shade on your back porch. Well, hey, the answer to that is when you're cool, the sun shines all the time. Okay, that's how I roll. But seriously, let's talk about the thumbnail. So I went to the store last night running some errands, having extra mouths to feed, and sometimes we got to pick up some extra food outside of our typical weekly routine. And I waited till the evening time because I don't like the weekend rushes as much. It was Saturday, and I know they're still going to be super busy today, so I was like, well, let me go Saturday evening, and mission accomplished. It wasn't that busy. I got in. The store of choice was Walmart that I decided to go to. I had to get some air filters, which that's another great reminder. Make sure you're checking. We're talking of AC. We're talking of heavy usage. Go ahead and check your air filters. Make sure you have backups to those air filters because sometimes those are hard to find. So get them now. And I was going, doing my shopping. And while I'm there, I like to check a few different aisles. And even though I don't maybe need some things, but the one that you saw on my photo describing today's video was the peanut butter shelves. Okay, now look, I know there was the great Jif peanut butter recall of 2022, and that'll go down in infamy, the great recall. And I know that happened and that took place, and that I knew from experiences of other things in life that would probably create some kind of a shortage. And sure enough, which I really thought there would still be tons of peanut butter from other things, and but people are gobbling it up. Could also things that I've kind of went online and little tidbits of things. Some companies could be experiencing, the jars, having trouble getting more jars, or the lids. So not necessarily that the peanut butter itself is in a short supply, but all the steps that are involved with creating it, plus the demand going up, plus the supply going down with the recalls, which is creating demand to go up to replace everything that people were throwing away and such. It created that perfect storm, and we talked about that. Stackable events and all those little things that come to play, and boom, you go to the store and there's a shortage of peanut butter. Now, there were some of the great value, the cheap peanut butter, but that's not peanut butter to me. I'm not touching that stuff. I'm sorry. Now, if I was starving, that's one thing. So that being said, this also explains another thing I wanted to explain, that sometimes people say, hey, preppers are the problem. They go and they buy up all the peanut butter, and now there's no peanut butter. I'm giving you a personal illustration, an example of myself. I did not need peanut butter. I didn't go to the store to buy peanut butter, not to stockpile, not to nothing. I have plenty of peanut butter for the rest of this year, and I keep it rotated, and I make sure I never have to throw peanut butter away, and I make sure that I always have peanut butter to use. And I didn't need peanut butter. Now, when I saw that the peanut butter was off the shelves. Sometimes that instinct is, well, there's a few jars left of some kind of peanut butter. I need to go ahead and hoard it and buy it and gobble it up now for my stocks because, peanut butter is running out. Well, if you're a beginner prepper or someone who isn't prepping, that could be a knee-jerk reaction. But because once you've kind of become at that level of, you feel like you're at the level you want to be at of grocery preparedness, of item preparedness, you don't have that knee-jerk reaction of, well, I need to hurry up and panic buy. No, you don't do that. I didn't do that. So therefore, I stood there and I kind of watched. I took a picture. And I stood there and kind of observed, and people were walking up to the peanut butter, and their eyes were like, "What in the world? Whoa, this is crazy!" And one person, a lady that I was there, and I ended up talking to her. She needed a jar of peanut butter, and all they had were the large jars, and it was the off-brand peanut butter, and that's all they had that she could use. She just wanted a small jar of a name brand. Well, beggars can't be choosers, right? So she now has a large jar. And that's why I said, well, the good news is you're not going to have to buy peanut butter for a while. And she kind of nodded and said, yeah, I guess that is a positive thing, that getting the larger jar at this point. Maybe it was for just her, I don't know. But if there's going to be a problem moving forward getting supplies, it doesn't hurt to have a little extra in the pantry. So without saying, hey, you need to be better prepared, I kind of just dropped a little nugget there that, hey, at least you'll have it. You'll have some supplies. But I just like watching people's reactions in the stores, and you can tell that they're still trying to figure all this out, that they're not totally awake on it. They're not totally having that light switch flipped and that light bulb coming on, that, okay, I need to now move past this, the week to week trying to find items. I need to move to a whole new level in my life game, in my pantry game, and move to a stage that I can now depend on myself to fulfill my grocery needs, for my recipe items, for all the holidays coming up, maybe special cooking items, baking items, and become my own grocery store, right? My own supplier, my own, and treat it like a little business. I bring things in, I keep track of everything, I rotate things, I put dates on things, and then therefore now when I'm out of something, I'm not going to the store and in wide-eyed in astonishment that they don't have what I need. Chicken breast, same thing. Now I know it's the weekend too, so things are usually hop in and pop in, and things are going off the shelves. But when they're that out, there's no more in the back. So literally that just proves to you a busy day. Certain breads, I went to the bread aisle, same thing. Nothing in the back, and there certain breads, they were gone. I mean, I could go through different sections of the freezer section or the refrigerator section, and once an item's gone, that should remind you that there's not a magic closet in the back of the rooms that you can open up and just magically bring things out to stock. No, now they have to wait on the future truck shipments, whether that's Monday morning or maybe Wednesday. Maybe there's a 2-week backlog on some items. I don't know. But there's not a special closet in the back, and they can just go say, oh, here's some more flats of peanut butter for you. Oh, thank you for getting it out of the magic closet. No, they don't have that back there. And that should remind you, should be a wake-up call, that at any given day, there could be a run on items or a shortage which creates a run on items, and now that item is no longer available for you to purchase. I'm starting to read and hear little things now going online, trying to see what else might be coming as a shortage. It looks like feminine products are now seeing some kind of a blip. And I don't know about that, so you guys can jump in the comments, but let me know about your peanut butter. Throw in the comments. Let me see what you are experiencing. Maybe it's just my area. Maybe that's just a localized regional thing that I'm dealing with, or maybe the store dropped the ball and they didn't order enough, and that's possible. And I'm not putting these videos out to panic you, to make you run out and go buy peanut butter, but it's to make you think, and it's to remind you that any given time that you go to the store, you just have to understand we're at that stage now in the world that an item could be gone, and it's something that you were dependent on to cook your meal, or something that, could you cook something else? Could you eat something else? Yeah, absolutely. We're not starving. We're not here in Tennessee. We're not starving. But there are items that are making it difficult for people, for things that they want. Even the infant formula and things that that just create another roadblock or a speed bump in life. No, that's part of what we're doing, and that's my encouragement to you. So as I am noticing real life things, I'm not creating something just to make this video. It was a real life thing, and I wanted to share it with you because it's just another one of those times, that you should just use that to consider and to ponder on and to think about, and then make your own decision on how you want to handle that. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm doing this a Sunday here. I'm already changed after church. I'm waiting on the big lunch that my wife's working on for our family here, and I wanted to get this video knocked out. I'm going to try to get it published right here on Sunday, and we'll see how that works out. All right, now y'all take care. Bye.